Hey, what's up, family and friends? I am hanging out in my garage, and I wanted to show you the bike, excuse me, that I'm going to be riding from Midtown Sacramento, from my house, up to Kingsbeach Tahoe. It is a ride that I've been wanting to do for over a year and a half, and I finally committed to it. It's like, I got to do it. I got to do it. I'm getting old. I need to do it. So it's going to be 150 miles with 17,000 feet of climbing, and I'm definitely a little intimidated. I've only ridden 100 miles, and I have not ridden 17,000 feet in one day in my life. So I've been training for it, and I still have a lot of training to do. So yeah, August 26th, leaving my house at around 4 a.m. And the goal is to finish it before sun goes down. But really, second goal is to finish it within 14 hours. I'd love to get there just with enough time to at least get some swimming in and enjoy the beach before my body completely shuts down. So should be fun. Oh, let's have a look at the bike. All right, so this is the bike that I'm gonna be riding. This is a BH. It's their cyclocross bike. It's a Spanish brand, but like most carbon frames, I believe it's made in Taiwan. This is a pretty good bike. I think I dropped last year, I think it was about $2,400, and I got a pretty good deal on it at the time. For a carbon frame running Altegra with DT Swiss, that's a pretty good price. I have modified the bike. I did put on some new tires, and I changed the drivetrain at the back, and I'll explain that. But the tires I put on, these are 32 mil tubeless tires. So these are just like car tires. There's no tube in here, but there is fluid. So if I do get like a little flat, it will seal up. These are Schwabels G1. I like this brand, but they're not cheap. But this is a solid tire. It runs good and fast on the road. And then the reason why I have this tire with the little knobbies is because there is 28 miles of fire road that has a lot of Tahoe moon dust and loose gravel. So when I get there, I actually let air out, and then I'll fill these tires back up when I get back on the road. And then as far as like the drivetrain and the gearing, so the challenge with this route, which makes this route interesting, and one of the harder routes to Tahoe, is I'm staying on a lot of the back roads, and to get to Tahoe on this route, you have to take a 28-mile fire road, hence the tires. But the problem with that is that there's also some little punchy climbs that are a lot steeper than the main roads that you would typically take if you wanted to ride to Tahoe. So I've had to make it easier so when I climb, I don't run out of gears, so I can continue to spin and not just bog myself down. So for you non-bike people, this front chain ring, this is 46. That's how many teeth are on here. And then this is 34, this inner chain ring here you see. And then on the back, this is called a cassette. All these teeth on the back is called a cassette. Typically road cassettes, cyclocross cassettes run about like 11 to 32. And those numbers are just, again, how many teeth are on here. This I put on a mountain bike cassette. So this is actually 11 by 40. So this one at the top has 40 teeth. And in order to make it all work, I had to put in this little road link adapter so that this road mid-cage derailleur will work. What else? I bought some new pedals. I'm gonna ride mountain bike pedals just in case I have to get off. It's always easier to walk in mountain bike pedals. I put on an extra layer of bar tape just so it has a little more cushion. But that's the bike that I will be riding. And I tested it today with, I put on a new chain too. And yeah, she rode good. She rode good, so I'm pretty excited about getting the bike to where it needs to be. Now I just need to get myself where I need to be, which involves no partying and getting to bed and training. Talk to you soon.